We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? You ready? Mike 45. Ricky. Check. Lucky. You're good. Mike 4, ready.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. Double time.
On 2nd and 9, Brees. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 36.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Level.
Brees now. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got some space here. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. First quarter touchdown run. Remember, this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Bree's going to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New Orleans.
Ready? 5-9. We go 21.
Alert 3.
Hey, kill.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
To throw is Breeze. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the 2nd-round pick, Eric McCoy from Texas A&M. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Cook. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 95-56. 95-56. Hey, easy.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
36.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready. Blue 80. Check black 47. Cut. Ready to go.
From the gun, Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Ready. Black 22. Check tight. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. From the 27, Breeze. Oh, it stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, dude. 54. Mike 54. Brilliant. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go on. Come on, D. Right there. 54. Right there. Whoa. 54, Mike.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And take it right on the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. From the 36, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Ready? Black, do that. Bring it. Let me go.
On second down, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Jameis to throw it. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20. Five-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second and a couple, Breeze to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
Check 3, check 3. Set.
A 10th carry for Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Slam. Watch 22, check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
They're not ready for this, man.
Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston now. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Breeze now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Shift. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Press. Check nickel. Switch. Over. Check 26. Check 26.
Running with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Saints.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
General West.
Keep. Hey.
Guard.
Now Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
45 to Mike. Here it comes.
Hey, Sam off.
Slam. Switch.
Quick zone, travel.
Pick that.
Say go.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ready? You ready? Check Mike 45. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
5-8, 5-8. 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. This is out, baby. That's big shot. Kill. That's all right. Spawn. Wait a second.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. He's got the first. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Now Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On the ground, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Check. Easy, opposite. 5-1.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Switch up.
Now Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Ready.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throw left side complete. That's Dixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Again, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Breeze to throw again. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go with Jones. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 4-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Kill. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch twist.
Breeze is looking to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact. Whew.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that, and you have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Yo. Ready, tack.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Okay, 30 no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls